you know what's going on. Listen, bro, at the end of the day, listen, you can chase success by consistently ignoring humans. It don't matter if they 30 plus. A lot of 30-year-olds and up, they still victims. So they've been victims their whole life. They are dangerous. Stay away from all victims. All victims are dangerous. At the end of the day, victimhood mentalities are for children. If you are 18 and up, you should no longer be a victim. It's called toughen up. We talking straight men. We talking strictly to men. At the end of the day, at 18 and up, you should no longer be a victim, especially if you watch my content. Now, with that being said, listen, you don't need steroids, you don't need TRT. All you need to do is retain and come to a major city. If you live in a major city, there's millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dimes, 10 out of 10s. At the end of the day, with that being said, since there's millions on millions on millions on millions on millions on millions of 10 out of 10s everywhere you go, that's all that extra boost of testosterone you need. At the end of the day, all you gotta do is see beautiful women. Now, at the end of the day, listen, it's time to step up that workout stuff. It's time to step up them reps. It's time to step up them sets. At the end of the day, you got to understand, listen, I'm stepping up the dips to 600 dips a day. I'm not playing. I'm walking around looking like an NFL running back, and I'm not playing. Listen, I'm walking around like a running back with an NIL deal, and we still doing 3 sets of failure on push-ups every hour to the hour. At the end of the day, you got to understand, listen, stop coming to YouTube looking like you a victim, a professional victim. Listen, you want to start that YouTube channel? Ignore humans. Don't tell humans that you have a YouTube channel, because in a melanated community, they want you to have 1 million subscribers overnight. If you don't have 1 million subscribers overnight, they will talk down on you. They'll try to play you. At the end of the day, you can't worry about that. Listen, we're going places in life. All they're going is to Atlanta, then to Miami for 3 days because they can't afford it and are coming right back. At the end of the day, you got to understand. Listen, I'm doing 2 years of SR, 2 years of monk mode in Texas. By 2027, I'm going to Miami. I'm going to Miami to do monk mode in the luxury neighborhoods, in the luxury apartments. I'm going to Miami with the muscles. So I'm getting my body right for Miami. I'm preparing. Then in Miami, I got to prepare my body and all the resources for when I step off the boat to Cuba. I'm going to Cuba because they got them joints. Listen, but I'm going to Cuba because they got the old schools. Yeah, I'm not going for the females. Even though they got them joints, I'm going for the old schools. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm importing my Corvettes over there. Listen, we're going to take over the car game. I repeat, we're going to take over the car game, not the female attraction game. At the end of the day, if you got muscles, you don't have to worry about females. If you walk around looking like a gorilla, you don't have to worry about females. You don't have to be a 30-year-old victim. At the end of the day, take the time in your 20s. Listen, you got all the testosterone. Your testosterone is peak in your 20s, your 18s, and your teens. Listen, it's peak. It's at the highest if you stop releasing that seed. If you hold on to your seed, listen, your recovery is at its peak. At the end of the day, listen, when you go to sleep, that's your recovery. Listen, now body weight dips, that's 7 days a week. 7 days a week. You do not need rest days for calisthenics. Now for weightlifting, yeah, that's only 5 days a week. Today was my last day of weightlifting. But Saturday, Sunday, we going hard. Monday through Sunday, we go hard with the calisthenics. But Monday through Friday, we go hard with the weights. But at Saturday, Sunday, no weights. You need rest days for weights. Only do curls 5 days a week. Give your biceps 2 days of rest. At the end of the day, you got to understand. Get your body right and stop walking around looking like you're defeated. You need to walk around like you just came from war or you're going to war. You need to walk around like a frontline knight, a frontline warrior. At the end of the day, you know what's going on. Monk Mode gang, you know what's going on. No more excuses. Dang.